Hey guys, what's going on? Is it Sony Science here? I'm back again with another Dragon's Nest build. And this build, we're going to be destroying Chaos 9 with little to no effort. Bosses, little to no effort. And as always, we're racking up that loot. Anyway guys, if you like today's build, and if you like the content you see on the channel, please leave a like and subscribe. And we'll get started on the build. See you there. Alright, hello everyone. As you saw in the intro, this Chaos 9 build absolutely shreds. I do got a wave 5 in the end of the video if you want to see how the ending of the match goes. Newsflash, it's really easy. Anyway, let's get right into the build. Your gear really doesn't matter. As we all know, your defenses are the bread and butter of this game. But I will say having a Dragolich of any kind is going to be helpful. I'm using my water Dragolich because I do use a couple of things in this build, like a Lightning Strike Aura and my Dragolich, just to keep those assassins stunning off me so I don't have to deal with them. Just a tip there. Anyway, so the main components of this build are Lightning Strike Auras, the Destructive Pylon, we got Walls from the Dryad, Boost Auras, and our Dragon's Nest, what the main build is. So, my Dragon's Nest relic is only a Chaos 8. Nothing too special here. It has defense rate, anti-chaos, anti-melee, so a very basic Chaos medallion. Nothing too great. I do have Dragon's Haste, my first shard slot. Dragon's Nest movement speed is increased by 1500. This is important for certain builds that have a restrictive amount of DU. But if your map has a very large DU pool, you may be able to substitute this for a little more power. Like a defense rate if you really wanted to reach that cap, but it's up to you. In the next slide, we're using Mass Destruction and Gilded Destruction. You don't have to have it gilded, it just makes it easier. But Mass Destruction is a must. That 70% power boost is absolutely incredible. Just makes everything super strong. And 42% from that destruction. Now to get into the Ascension, as you can see, because I'm level 3000, there's a lot of maxed numbers here. But the important things are defense speed, right? 35% attack rate when maxed. Your Dragon's Nest and damage, get this as high as you can. But don't stress if it's not maxed out. You can do it, I promise. And then the ranged gambit is a must. And your tower crit damage and crit chance, that's always a must as well. And anything else is up to your choice. I like having speed and whatnot. But your preference, your choice. Anyway, let's get into the must-haves. Destructive Pylon. Destructive Pylon is probably one of the most sought-after shards in the game. Get yours as soon as possible through your mastery. It increases defense power by nearby defenses 138%. And increases defense power effect power by 34%. Who does not stack with Destruction or Power Pylon. So. Oh, well, I'm just stacking this for no reason. I'm stupid. Anyway, as you can see, I'm doing it wrong. But what we really care about on the LSA really is Destructive Pylon. Because that 138% boost is going to just tremendously skyrocket any tower that we do. I recommend this on any 20 DU tower, so Lightning Strike, Oil Geyser, for example. Things like that. I've also seen people put this on blockades and things. But, you know, your preference, your choice. defense rate, as to get those assassins off you again. Going with Wild Elemental Dragon Lich just helps out a lot. But anyway, about Destructive Pylon, the boost story matters a bit more. You got Destruction, Vampiric Empowerment, and Boosted Power. On the LSA, there's no like servos I have on it, but anyway. And then you got your Boost Storm Medallion. Unique Power Servo, just for some one-off builds. You got your Power Servo, Diverse Power Servo. This is for a lot of like builds that use a lot of different defenses on average. This is not optimized for this, so your mileage may vary. But Destruction, we already know, 34%. Vampiric Empowerment increases the defense power of the effective tower by 60% of its defense health. This is really good if you have some extra Ascension lying around, and I apparently do. You raise its health stat to get a bigger boost, as well as the boost or boost itself. You max that out in your Ascension. Your crit, always. And yeah, since there's no range gambit, go nuts somewhere else. But anyway, boost to power, increase the power of your boost star by 20%. You can use boosted grasp in some builds that slows the mobs down. It's up to you. But you lose out on more power for slow, so it's up to you. But I prefer this. Next, we're going to go over to Jade here, my Dryad. And a World Tree. Fortitude Servo, nothing special. We got Power Pylon. Increases the defense power of nearby defenses up to 120%. Does not buff the tower that equips the shard. So no buff for the World Tree, but you do get a buff to everything else. This is situational. I don't always get the value out of it, but sometimes it is nice. Fortification is a blockade, so might as well give it 34% more health. Deadly Strikes to give it the healing radius. That is wonderful and can sometimes save your life from assassins. So, a no-brainer there. And optional, you can use Oil Geysers with this build because it makes sense because everything's on fire. This is a Fisher I've ever mount relic, so the relic it does not matter. You're just using it to get the ignite combo. Defense rate for getting the tower to keep busting out oil. Deadly Strikes for spreading the oil around. And Destruction for the little extra damage that it does give. And the Ascension, ideally you would want the damage, obviously. And then you're going to want the Geyser slow and the range gambit. The slow is really nice, keeping things nice crowd controlled, and the range, just for spreading the oil around, make everything better. And yeah, guys, that is everything I've used in the map that you saw at the beginning and end of the video, and hopefully you did enjoy, and we will go right on over to the last wave of the map. Alright, welcome back, everybody. Hope we did take in the build, and this is a wave 5. Just to show you that you can complete the map. No problem. And the only upgrades I've really made are the trees, just for some extra assurance. And then I've just upgraded the dragons like you normally would. As you saw from the build, I am getting the buff from Destructive Pylon as well as my boost doors. And Dragon's DPS is 6.43 million. Yeah. My attack damage is 2.37. Plus the bonus from the Oil Geysers. It is just game over for any Chaos Knight mob. Anyway, into the wave, I did have a skeleton actually make it up pretty far. We're gonna pop our Dragon Lich just to make him go away. I actually don't know why he's like walking away. I don't know if that's intended or not. The only work I've really had to do is pop a Dragolich like twice, and that's really the beauty of this build. I mean, you don't really have to do too much in the way of activity in it. Just make sure to check up on your trees, you know, have a green thumb, and you know, you'll take it down pretty fast. Of course, you know, the waves are going to be long because it is Chaos 9, there's a whole bunch of mobs, etc, etc. This works on most maps. Though your build may differ from time to time, it just depending on the map's lanes, spawns, and of course a little bit of RNG like that. I don't know where the damage just came from, but you know. Oh, it's her. Ah. Yeah, I have not played the game in quite a while, so I have actually not seen that boss too many times, so that was a new one for me. But the build does hold through. You know, are gonna have to deal with the roller. I'm gonna try to get rid of these assassins. Unfortunately, the roller is going to get to the tree, but not that big a deal. It's already been burned down most of the way. We have assassins as well on us, so there we go. Again, pop Dragolich. Makes a world of difference. You will have to excuse me, my speech impediment is acting up. I've not done recordings in a long time, so you have to excuse me in this video. My first time in a couple months I've done a recording. The last recording I did was actually the Roblox video. But anyway, the loot is pretty good today. Get off me. There we go. The only like hard part of this has really just been mobs getting stuck, so I strongly urge you guys to try this build. I do expect you guys to perform well with this build, and if you have any questions or want any more guides, I'll have them. Just ask. And we're wrapping up here eventually. I hate these mobs. Alright guys, again, if you thought this video was helpful, leave a like. And if you learned anything, subscribe. Alright. Anyway guys, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.